I
Was that a-
understand the
Was that a
process.
Vine video? Was it when the guy was like,
Can you see everyone now?
Yeah, I've started.
Wait, are you living in the spring, Kyra? You know that yet?
No.
No.
Okay, are we ready?
Okay, we're gonna wait.
Everyone, if you could wait.
I just found a place
You're
to
waiting.
Hola.
Did you know that over 1 million dogs end up in shelters every year and are euthanized? Also, even more so, did you know that when a dog enters a shelter, they have about a 72-hour grace period, and if not adopted, are more likely to be put down? This is due to the amount of constant dogs coming into shelters every year. There just isn't enough space for them all. Now, but dog-seeking individuals are looking for specific breeds. So when they go to look for a specific dog breed, they don't really go to shelters, they go to pet stores or puppy mills, neglecting the option for adoption. So, puppy mills are a controversial topic, and I do believe that is being looked over and ignored, especially by our federal system. According to a Tampa Bay Times article in 2018, at the beginning of President Trump's election, the USDA website was actually wiped clean of all violations licensed puppy mills had, and so no one knows who the good or bad guys are of the puppy mill industry. So the dogs you see in puppy store windows are potential victims of the horrible conditions I'm going to talk about today. By outlawing puppy mills nationwide and properly regulating this system, the 2 million dogs bred in puppy mills every year will hopefully decline. And that will allow the 1.2 million dogs that are euthanized every year in shelters to decline as well, according to the Puppy Mill Project in 2019. And hopefully adoptions will go up nationwide. Today, I will discuss what needs to be done in order to take action against puppy mills, and federal law I hope to impose as a policy against heinous puppy mills. The action that needs to be done is to make puppy mills illegal throughout the U.S. According to the Animal Legal Defense in 2019, puppy mills have what is called a mother breeder dog, which undergoes giving birth to multiple litters a year. Once this dog no longer can give birth to multiple litters, these puppy mills will take the dog and either abandon it or kill it. More so, these dogs in licensed and unlicensed puppy mills are put in terrible conditions, such as mistreatment. They're given contaminated food and water, small cages with numerous amounts of dogs, and most of the time never go outdoors to use the bathroom. This means those small cages that they're put in, they are collecting urine and feces, and bacteria begins to build up, making it uninhabitable for these animals to live in. Putting a halt to this heinous system will in effect stop further excessive breeding and the mistreatment of these animals. Furthermore, stopping these puppy mills will allow the increase in adoptions nationwide because it will narrow down dog seekers to go to shelters rather than going to pet stores or puppy mills. Next, I will talk about the new law's plan regarding these heinous puppy mills. A law needs to be passed through legislation regarding these horrible places, but this time it needs to be done with strict and proper regulations. Non-excessive dog breeding with habitable conditions can still be legal, but with the proper USDA license to breed. According to John Goodwin, the director of the Humane Society of North America Stop Puppy Mills campaign, said in 2018 to the Tampa Bay Times that having a USDA license to breed today is like having a driver's license. You can obtain it and have the license with a certain amount of violations, only this time no one knows what those violations are. The worst people in the world could be selling to pet stores and no one is the wiser. To stop this issue, we need to have random inspections required for all USDA licensed breeders throughout North America. Not only this, but background checks must be enforced for all USDA licensed background breeders, and it must be issued as public records for the public to see. Anyone found violating this imposed policy must pay enormous fines and, depending on the actions they do endure, may seek jail time. Now, I do understand the practicality of this policy. There are some issues that can arise when trying to attempt this policy. In fact, according to the official Humane Society, in 2017, a bill to criminalize and ban puppy mills has been attempted in the past before, but due to the long and strenuous process of passing a bill through legislation, has dissuaded many anti-puppy puppy mill advocates. Issues that also can arise when this policy is imposed is that a black market could open up of illegally bred and selling of dogs, as well as pet stores nationwide could close down, causing people to lose their jobs due to their suppliers of puppy mills violating this law. But there are still some feasible solutions to these issues, such as just an overall regulation of USDA licensed breeders, as well as making sure that there are semi to maybe even quarterly annual random inspections, which can promote the catching and halting of such illegal activity we are blind from seeing. And as well as informing the public heavily of such a policy can allow these issues that we are blind from seeing to be no more. To conclude, there is a way to stop this horrific nonsense in our country pertaining to excessive dog breeding and animal cruelty in our nation. By coming together and to fight the war against puppy mills, legislation will have no other choice than to defend the rights of our furry friends. By implementing a federal law against heinous puppy mills, the cruelty against dogs in pet stores that we are blind from seeing will come to an end soon enough, and I hope you can agree with me with the policy I proposed today. Are there any questions regarding this policy? Yes.
Do you have a dog?
I do have a dog, yes. So
Cool.
all my dogs that I've adopted, or in the past that I've had, I've always adopted. And I think like adopting dogs is like the best thing ever. Like if you're anything like me, adopting an animal and giving it like a loving home finally is like the best feeling ever. Yeah.
I bought a couple of dogs from pet stores, and they definitely can be sick.
Yeah.
And yeah, they definitely do come from puppy mills. It's really sad.
Yeah, because the conditions that they're put in, like the cages, and I think especially when they don't go outdoors and they go to the bathroom in the cages, the bacteria builds up, and so they become sick from like ammonia and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Willie Nelson didn't know what grass was when we first got him.
wow,
Yeah,
sad.
it was weird.
Any more questions? No? Great. Thank you.
I really feel really bad for adopting my dogs from pet stores.